Hey guys, welcome back to Chillin N
Chismeando.
I'm Yaya.
And I'm Bee.
This is chapter.
What book are we on?
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yes. Okay, let's explain why
we took a break.
Yeah, for 2 weeks because I already got yelled at.
Did we get in trouble?
Yeah, we got in trouble.
Do y'all miss us?
Yeah, no, for sure. The Cheeseman's probably really good. So the first week, we were actually recording. We had a third guest.
Yes. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
It was great,
like
guys. The
vibe.
The vibe. God, get it together, girl.
wake up.
The vibe was so good. It was like a good flow. We were just going back and forth. And my dumbness here. So again, sound guy did all of this.
Yeah, Vic, we miss you.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, sound guy, we miss you.
Don't take people for granted.
No, we definitely don't. I was like, his job's easy. We just get a remote to replace him.
Yeah, no. So again, we were like, what, 30, 40 minutes into the talk?
Yes, we were almost done.
Yeah.
And man, the cheeseman was...
It was good, guys.
It was
like,
hot.
I was excited for this episode. Well, anyways, my dumb self thought I recorded on the sound, the volume, and I didn't. And
we couldn't just use the camera footage because we purposely muted the volume. So all you see is
B like ends up putting the sound and the camera together to make one video. So that's what happened. And I had for those who don't know, I'm lashing. I had a lash client right after. Yeah. So I was like, guys, I can't, and then it was a whole bunch of stuff. It was a lot of things going on that week.
But you know what? Much needed break, I think.
Yeah.
And then we tried to come back the next day, but I think it was going to be too tight because I also had a lash client late. And I was like, by the time I get to Yaya's, by the time we record,
and it's not only that, you got to edit.
Yeah.
And it was a very tight day because it takes like a day for you.
At least
she's getting better.
Day.
It takes like a day. Before it was like 2-3 days or whatever because you were doing your own thing, but it takes I have to give her a day. It's only fair. And
Wednesday 8 p.m. haven't even recorded.
I
would be up till 3 a.m.
It wasn't happening. And it was cool because she offered like, hey, why don't you and Lily do it? I was like, no.
No, so then we were like, next week. And then you guys had your girls trip.
So the second week, I had a girls trip with my girls. We went to Big Bear.
Me too. No, I was in there in spirit.
She was there in spirit. It was so much fun. I'll get into that in a bit. But I left Sunday night. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, I came back. And there was no way because we dropped videos on Thursday. So there was just no way. And I told B, you know what? Let's not stress about it. I'm sorry. Not sorry. It's just life happens. So we agreed. We're like, okay, we'll wait on when I come back and then we'll just record again.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, guys.
Sorry. I had a friend. She's like, why haven't you? I haven't seen last week's episode. Are you guys? What's up with the podcast? And I'm like, I told her what happened, and she's like, oh my god. She's all, let's. And I go, why don't we just break into Yaya's house and then we'll just do it ourselves? She's all, don't threaten me. I'll go.
I'll just climb in the window and everything. I'm over here like,
your mom's like,
what's going on?
But yeah, that my friend, she does want to be a guest, so she is funny. So one of these days we'll kind of plug her in on one of the topics.
Let's do it because we already have extra mics and everything like that. We tested it out, and we're better. We got everything going on. So
yep, sound guy, I want to do a little shout out to him. He is missed, very missed, more than he knows. So can't wait for him to come back and really help us.
Same. Yeah, you know what? I think for siblings, it's just so easy for me to take advantage of him.
Yeah.
It's that's.
And he reminds me of my brother, so I also take advantage of him.
Yeah. But no, I realized like he did a lot of work, and I appreciate your work ethic.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about him.
Yeah.
So
bye.
Big Bear. I had a blast with my girls. Let's just talk about it really quick. So Sunday we went drama.
Oh, why? Because
so
was it me?
No. Okay. So we went, and so we rented a cabin Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday we were supposed to leave at 11. I'm thinking to myself, it's going to snow. I'm not trying to get stuck. Like, girls, let's just leave Sunday night. Boom. So I rented like a cheap motel for us to stay there. Mm-hmm. We get there. It's like, I want to say it's like 12:30 at night. Okay.
12:30 in the morning.
Yeah. 12:30 in the morning. I get there. I don't even realize that the place it's Big Bear. Mm-hmm. It's not city. It's a mom and pop kind of like, you ain't there at a certain time.
They close. So it's not like 24-hour check-in.
No. Which it didn't say on the website, but I'm just like, okay, because me, Lily, and Giselle were exhausted. We're getting on there and we're just like, let's go to sleep. Like, we're tired. We're exhausted. Yeah. So I'm knocking. I'm calling. As I'm calling, I hear the phone ring in the office.
Oh,
like, it is closed.
God.
Like, bitch, we don't got time to be waiting for you. Yeah. So I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, do we sleep in the car? Do we not sleep in the car? It is freaking cold up there. It is snowing. Like, it's cold.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, man, this is what a scary movie looks like, where we're gonna get slaughtered. Like,
oh my God.
So I'm looking all over, and I think 20 minutes later, I find a Motel 6. Thank God for that Motel 6. We get there, and Lily and me are talking to the guy there. His name was Eddie.
Uh-huh.
He was just super flirtatious at 1 o'clock in the morning. Lily's over here like, what about that discount? You know? And I'm just like, I just want a room. Like, you know, let's get it done. And, you know, he gave us a discount because I guess for 3 people, it's like $400.
Oh my God, for that one night?
Yeah, it was some crazy. And he gave it to us for like $99. Yeah, so Lily,
pretty power, pretty privilege. I know, right? Lily is on another level.
Lily's like,
she's a hot tamale. Mm-hmm. She's all, hey, what's up?
Right. She's like using her son, like, hey, baby gay. Like, I'm just like, what? Wait 1 second.
Lily is out there swinging her sword. Just
she's pimping out, you know, herself, the girls. Like, it's great. Anything for that.
I'm the madam, and these are my bitches. These are my hoochies.
So we get there. We finally like, okay, let's go to the room. And then, I don't know, the sleep goes away. We're hungry. So we start making ourselves sandwiches. And
but y'all bought food to make sandwiches. Or
Lily, Lily's the mama. She's over here like bread. There's like, she had like a whole little buffet going on.
I was lashing Yaya, right, that night or that day, right? Uh-huh. And she had Lily on speakerphone, and she was like doing like the food order, like, what should we get? We should get ham. We should get this steak, or I'm like, my stomach was rumbling. I'm like, can I come?
I'm just saying, someone needs to let you go because you know what? I told the girls this. Next time, I'm gonna rent a van and I'm just gonna kidnap you. Like, throw him in there.
Just say there's free cats here.
You've ever seen those like 90s letters where it's newspapers glued onto the paper, and I'm gonna leave it to Saul. Took your bitch.
I know.
Love you though. Yeah.
I know, right? Your bitch is saved, but she come with us.
Don't forget Azelle.
But yeah, so, when Lily was on like doing all the food orders, she got everything.
Lily was just like ordering steaks and like, let's just say we ate like royalty. We weren't there that sopa de maruchan. Like, we were eating great.
Exactly.
So yeah, she's making sandwiches, and I'm like, damn, this really hits the spot. We finally pass out. No, we don't even pass out. We're giggling. Like,
y'all are just
came in. Yeah,
y'all went from tired to
fat, like
let's sleep over, and
it was like a girl sleepover, to be honest. Like,
y'all don't even need the room.
No, cracking up. I think we went to bed like around 2:30.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then we woke up like at 7 in the morning. Anyways, so as we get up to do our adventure, we get out. We went to, we left the hotel, the motel. I hit up the guy. I'm like, hey, check it out. Because I think check-in time is at 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I tell, Lily got me pumped up. She's like, if she can get a discount from this guy, I'm going to holler at this guy and be like, hey, check it out.
Girl, it didn't work.
I came to Big Bear early. I didn't think I was going to come this early. Like, we're here. It's snowing. It's raining. Like, you know. And the guy was really nice. His name was Joseph. The guy, what do you call him? The host of
the front desk.
No, for Airbnb.
Concierge. Oh.
Yeah. We were
the host.
Yeah, the host.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, come through. You know, just let me know when you're here because check-in is at 4. But When you get there, just let me know so I can open up the lock because it's a smart lock. And I'm like, fabulous. You're right. It's great to be pretty.
Pretty privileged.
Guys, put the best picture on your profiles because
I know, right? Well, so it was making fun of me that one time because I went to the dispensary. Because I have a green thumb. And I went without him, and it was so funny because I was like, okay, I only want to spend like max like $60 because that's how much cash I have in my purse.
Okay.
And so then I go to the dispensary, and the guy's helping me out, and I'm like, oh, sir, I only have like $60. So what can I get? I want to get flour, and I also want to get like a cartridge, right?
He's like, what can I get?
I'm like, what can I get? No, I'm just kidding. No, I swear I'm not doing that. So he's all like, well, we have this on sale, but we have also this. And so he's hooking me up, and he's like, but you have store credit. And I'm like, okay, I'll use that. And he's like, you have $6 of store credit. I'm like, okay, perfect. That's fine. That's like whatever helps. And then he's like, I'm like, oh, okay, but I have 60. So how much is my total? He's like, you know what? Actually, you have $30 credit.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, I do? And he's all like, yes. So he brings it down another $30. And I walked away with like, not even spending the full 60. And I got like all these goodies.
You out.
And then I walk and I go... Now, one of I think it was the cartridge, right? The box has a tongue sticking out like that. So I go to Saul and my boyfriend, and I'm like, oh babe, guess what? All like naive, because I'm like, I'm thinking like he's just really helping me. He's not really whatever.
I can already hear Saul.
And I go, babe, I got a good deal. I saved some money. I got this, and he's like, I never get those deals. I'm like, well, maybe because. I was kidding. I know, but
because you're ugly.
Because you have a pee. But he's all like, he's like, I never get those deals. And of course, he would sell the one with the tongue. And I'm like, oh my God.
My boy getting all jealous.
I'm like, it's not my fault. I'm not just kidding. I'm genuinely like I just wanted to save some money. So
listen, I don't know what the problem is because I've already had this conversation. I know we're getting off topic, but I've already had this conversation with the boys at work. All right. Like they say like, man, if I was a woman, I could get away with anything. First of all, how do you know you're going to be pretty?
I know, right? Yeah. You put a lipstick on right now. No, sir.
Right. So I'm like, why are y'all hating? Like, it's not our fault. Like, go talk to your fellow men.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're like, ooh.
Well, they would give a discount. I even told Zoe, I was like, don't lie. Like, if you're a plumber and you saw a pretty girl, you're going to give her a discount. Hell no.
Oh my gosh. Slap yourself. Slap yourself. That is a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, it's not I tell the boys this. I'm like, it's not my fault. God made me this way. People find me attractive. Like, putting more crema en los tacos. Like,
yeah.
Don't hate on me for my game.
Yeah,
like, I don't got to do anything,
Don't be jealous.
Yeah, because I think a couple years ago when I got invited to go play pool with the boys, there was a girl bartender. Gave a free drink to one of the homies, and I'm just like,
oh,
right, like you can get away with certain things, but they're just like, no,
it's not all the time though. But oh well,
girl, don't give them that power.
I know, right? Not all the time. There's one shot here and there.
Anyways, listen.
And then they'll talk about that shot for like a whole month. They'll be like, look what I got for free.
I'm like, oh really? For me, that's a regular Tuesday. Just kidding.
I know, right? Well, speaking of that, I went for one of my birthdays. I think I forgot how old I was turning. There's so many bad birthdays, but we went to Austin, in Texas, and that's party town, and especially on 6th Street. Like it's a blocked off street full of bars, and a lot of people.
Is it like? I'm sorry. No, is it like Logan? You know how?
Oh, it's more poppin' than Logan. Like it's literally bars, like clubbing bars.
I think it's PB then, like the whole.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I would say that. I would compare it to that. So they have people who work for those bars outside in the street.
Okay.
And as girls walk by, because it's the whole strip, and you can walk in the middle of the street. It's completely closed. It's safe to walk. And there's people like, hey, girls, when they see a group of girls, they want the girls to come to that bar because, they're, whatever. And like, free shots. Your first shot is for free. Come on. So I swear I went down the entire strip. Didn't pay a single thing. One, it was my birthday, but second, like it was just shots and shots. I was already drunk before midnight.
Ooh, Ooh,
yeah.
What a good
deal. I'm like, thank you. And then I ended up in my Airbnb, like passed out, and I woke up and I'm like, I see my counter, lashes, nails, my nails fell off, my jewelry. I'm like, it's a wild night.
Right. It was great. If you saw all those, it was a great story.
And then I was like, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, ah. So I felt like Cinderella. When the clock strikes 12.
The glass slipper.
Yeah, you turn back into a pumpkin, okay? So I'm like, ah.
She did not.
Oh my god. So it's like your body, you'll see my one of my nails fall off on the floor, my lashes there, my extension there's all, babe, you're falling apart again. I'm like, sorry. I'm trying to keep it all together.
It sounds like a great night. I'm happy for you. So back to Big Bear.
Oh yeah, back to Big Bear.
So I'm talking to Joseph and I'm like, hey, is there any way? He says, of course. I'm like, great, fantastic. So we get there around 11. We checked out the cabin. It was beautiful. Bee, you would have loved it. Part of me thinks that I should have just kidnapped you and said, fuck what Saul says. Like,
you should have.
It's better to, not ask for permission and
ask for forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness.
I would have been like, no, don't put the foot on. Don't take me.
You would have loved it. So we get there. It's great. Like, I'm finally like, okay, relax. And I love it because Giselle and Lily, they're moms. So you get to see, like, we're not moms today.
It's the mom crew.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
I'm a cat mom. You're a cat mom. There you go.
Oh, I did have to leave Arizona early.
And, see?
So you're right. Okay,
yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I'm a mom.
So
I'm a meowdre.
Meowdre. God. That's so funny. You be making up words like me.
Okay, then.
So we get there. We're having a great time. Like, okay, we're finally here. I run. I'm like, screw you, bitches. I'm gonna go run and get my room. So, because there was 2 rooms, and one had 2 bedroom, like 2 beds in one room, and the other one was single. Got the single. Like, fuck y'all, bitches. Like,
ooh, you're like, it's mama's night tonight.
And they're like, whatever, it's fine. Boom. So we're having a great time. I can't really tell you what did we do that night. I don't remember.
Oh, girl, you're so amazing. I don't know what I did.
It was great. I just remember, like, Lily is a really good cook. Me and Lily cooked.
I gotta taste Lily's cooking because I keep hearing that.
She's a really good cook. Yes,
I want to get to that level. Which, by the way, I'm gonna try to make beans tonight. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
She actually taught me how to. Well, I was watching her and I learned how to make beans. I was like, oh, simple.
Yeah.
I can do this. Not that hard.
I want to make charro beans.
She told me, she's like, you're a really good cook too, and I was like, of course, like, so.
So if I can build an engine,
right?
I can bake beans.
What's cooking? What's cooking? So the food was great, and I'm telling you, she came in here, she threw that fridge full of groceries. Like, I felt like we were living there.
I'm gonna marry her. You better stop.
You were really building her up. I already told her. I was like, Lily, I think we should live together. I really do believe
the dynamic duo.
Oh, speaking of that, so you know how when I make group chats and
I know that
one of the group chats is like Las Reinas. Like, I like to make the little group names, right?
I love it. By the way, I'm living for it. So my mom calls me Reina de Oro. Like, that's her little nickname for me. So whenever when you said Las Reinas, I was like,
I know you were feeling yourself.
I was like,
yes.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
You're the only one that complimented. I love this. Yes, you woke up on queen. Like, treat me like a queen. So when I make group chats with the girls, I usually like to do like a group name. I love it. Mm-hmm. When I made a group chat with me and Lily and Giselle, because we were talking about Big Bear, so I put the baddies, right?
Ooh.
No, bitch, I changed it after we came back.
We are
officially called Charlie's Angels.
Lord.
Because we are just vibing it. And you were right. You told me, you're like, you and Lily need each other right now. Yeah. And it is working so well. Like, it's crazy. For those who don't know, me and Lily known each other since we were in 4th grade. She's got to be the longest friend I've ever had. She is going through a tough time. I'm going through a tough time. And you said this. You're like, you guys are going to balance each other out.
Yeah.
Well, Big Bear, we were
seesaws. Like,
we're like, give me your hand. La, 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 you know, so hot tub was there. Oh my gosh.
I am so jealous.
Being in a hot tub in the snow is a whole different level. Oh my God. Whole different level.
But why do I want to be a hoochie and like I one day want to have like a bikini pic in the snow? Why? Just tell me why. I don't know why.
Don't let them stop your dreams, baby girl.
I'll be like just freezing. Just on
your nose is all red.
I'm like
So it is a whole other level because you know you've seen this in movies. It is like
badass,
something you need to do on your to-do list.
Oh, did y'all drink too?
Of course. Oh, of course. Yeah. We weren't moms. We were
single. Yeah. We were single ladies. We're Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels. Yes, that was
we're the big bear baddies.
Giselle was cracking me up. She just has a great sense of humor. Mm-hmm. She has that laugh where she laughs, everybody needs to laugh. It's just so contagious. It's not even funny. Like what we're talking about, it's not funny. She'll be like, ha, ha, ha. We're just like,
we need to bring her on here.
Yeah, like we won't stop laughing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the whole experience was great with the girls. I loved it. We had a pool table. Like we were having
Did y'all play?
Yeah, we played. I taught the girls how to play poker. They love it.
Yeah.
And I think I might throw a poker night because my family, my cousins were big poker fans. Like we will, back in the day, I used to throw poker night at my house. Yeah. And everybody would show up with like $20, their drinks. And we all just kicked it. Yeah.
You need to do that ASAP.
I know.
So my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, he's a huge poker guy.
Your brother-in-law? Who?
My sister's boyfriend. My
husband. Okay.
So my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, he like goes to Vegas. And he's that level on the poker tables with his dad. Yeah. And they're...
Well... You see, I think we're poker fans too. Well, no, that's not true because I remember my tia Alma, she would always play poker at the house. But I have family in Vegas and they're huge poker people.
And he wins money. Yeah. Last time he won like $90,000.
Look, see? I'm telling you, like my cousin.
I'm like over here with the numbers. I'm trying to read cards. Yeah, I'm like, goldfish. Wrong game. Sorry.
So my cousin, it's funny, her husband will go to the grocery store, like she'll send him, hey, go get something from the grocery store. Obviously it's Vegas, they have like machines everywhere, so there he goes. Oh babe, by the way,
even the airport,
I got money, like I want money, by the way. And I'm just like Vegas light.
I know, right? Exactly. I'm like, how do you, because I always lose money. how my cousin, we went to in Texas, we have a reservation or a casino, Kickapoo. And we would be like, we lost $40 and we're like desperately trying to win those $40 back. I'm like, I only have $29.99. Like that's all we cared about was to win our money back that we lost. We in the quarter machines.
Oh my God,
it was bad. We try to responsibly lose.
No, you got to be careful because you can get hooked on. And Giselle was getting a little like
she'll take all my money.
Because it's funny, I taught him how to, mind you, we were drunk, so I wasn't fully paying attention, and she was like, I want everybody, I am the queen of this game. I was like, all right. The next day we played, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna whoop your ass because you know my family's up here, I'm right here, you're down here, like you're nothing. Lord, I ended up whooping everybody's behind. It was great. But just the whole experience, you know, we went to the snow, we went on like, I don't even know what it is, it's like a roller coaster. It's called Magic Mountain on Alpine.
Okay.
Really cool. It's a roller coaster around the snow. And just to see the view and all of that, so great. Lily was recording. I was scared to record because it says right there you could lose your phone. There it goes. Like that's it. And but all nature, like
it's just beautiful. I bet. Oh my God, that's amazing.
We went to the zoo too to see like the animals. I saw a grizzly bear. Like it was funny.
The California state bear, right? Or
no, is
that?
Yeah. So tell me why there was this bear, and it's sleeping facing us, right? It's like this, right? And Giselle is like, yo, like she's making a lot of noises. This bear wakes up, looks at her, and turns over. Like
Oh my God, dealing with God. I do not fuck with animals.
I was cracking up. Oh my God, he looked so fluffy though. Like I wanted to like scratch him. Obviously, I'm not going to.
Oh
but
hell no, yeah, I know. If only they were gentle, I would be cuddling up.
Oh, I would. If I could own any animal, it'd be a bear.
Really? If I could, I would own a monkey.
Why?
That's just so cute. You can put Pampers on them.
I would think that you would get like a giant cat or something.
Oh, well, yeah. I would do like...
Wait. We're not ignoring this. It just clicked in my head. Did you said you would put a diaper on this monkey?
They're just so cute and so little baby monkey.
What?
They did, and then you can feed them fruits.
Okay.
Like strawberries. Isn't that cute?
Me picking a vicious animal, I want to like, let's go. He's climbing on trees.
But I would want a big cat though.
Right, that's why I was shocked.
Want a big kitty.
I want a monkey that I could put a diaper on.
Because you've never seen that, Michael Jackson? No, just kidding. No, I've seen videos of like these little baby monkeys, and they don't grow past a certain height. And I just want like a little baby because my cat, she reminds me of a monkey. She even sounds like a monkey. So
I'm like, cat is not normal, guys. She's like human.
Yes. Yeah, I feel she's a dog. Someone calls her a kit bull.
Kit bull.
It's a kitty pit bull. Yeah, and she sounds like that sometimes.
Yeah, she just doesn't like act like a cat whatsoever. No. She reminds me of like a spoiled little girl. Yeah. Like just like, Mom, Dad, where are you? Like it's crazy.
I love you. Love me. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, wait. I go, cats are independent. They do their own thing. They won't bother you.
And it's true. It's true, but for some reason,
this Kiki one is like, she's locked in.
So, anyways, I would own a bear, or a wolf.
Random.
Yeah, well, it's because Big Bear they also had wolves, so it's the zoo is pretty much what is around Big Bear.
Right. So the natural habitat.
Yeah. There was eagles. There was like snow leopards. There was bobcats. Oh, prettiest snow leopard I've ever seen.
I would want to see one of those.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. Bee, like super gorgeous. I'm just like, wow, I really want one, but I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm more of a bear or a wolf. The wolves are so huge. Yeah, they're massive. Like I'm sitting there thinking, like, wow, like. A dog, that's like nothing. Like those guys are huge.
Big old,
yeah. I saw a white one, and then I saw, he was a gray one, and then there was this black one. He was sleeping, and I woke him up, and when he opened his eyes, they were gold, and I was like, "Ooh, you are." But
imagine
else.
There was no glass.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I have a big fear of animals chasing me. I've always had this. I've always had dreams. I remember for like a whole year, I had a consistent dream of like tigers chasing me. Oh. And then I later found out it's because I'm running away from something. I don't know. Probably my bills. I don't know.
Probably my
loans.
Bills.
I don't know. Credit card debt. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But yeah, I would have fear of like tigers or any. Last time it was like an alligator, random. Sometimes it could be random, like just chasing me in my entire dream. And sure enough, in Texas, apparently most of the tigers are from Texas, and people own them in their house. Like even on the south side of San Antonio, where I'm from, there was a tiger on the loose. There was a warning out. What? Oh, but be careful! There's a tiger on the loose in the neighborhood.
Y'all savages.
I'm
y'all
like,
don't care.
A tiger in the south side.
Don't go shopping over there.
No. I was like, I locked my door. I was like,
oh, hell no.
I was like, a tiger in the streets? How is this happening?
Right. That is crazy.
So, yeah. Just don't go to, just be careful when you go to Texas.
I'm good. There's a lot of wild things over there. So, again, it was great. Yeah. We had a great time. Breakfast was amazing. Like, mimosas. Like, it was amazing. So jealous. I'm telling you, you would have loved it.
It's the hot tub for me.
Mind you. Saul, I know you're watching. He acts like he does.
He does. I don't know if he does or not, but
Cancun.
Whatever.
I already booked a trip to Cancun. I'm hoping he can, but he just said he couldn't. Right?
He couldn't.
Yeah, because I'm like, come on, there's turtles. Like you like turtles. Like if
turtles?
it was up to me, it was up to me. I'd leave turtles to Saul's door and just like, yeah. Anyways. Don't say I won't, because I think I might kidnap you. Who knows? Who knows? I'm like,
get under your toes and everything. Oh shit.
Yeah, because me and Lily, we just finished Big Bear. We've already gone to Vegas together, and not with my family, because that's a whole other thing. I don't know if you've ever gone to Texas where there's one thing where it's with your family, but when you actually like rent a resort and you're
I've done that.
Yeah. I love being with my family in Vegas, but that was completely different. It was a resort, you know, hanging out with the girls. So me, Lily, and Giselle already did Vegas. We just finished Big Bear. We're doing Cancun only because we had planned this 2 years ago. It's here now. Completely forgot about it. But I'm just like,
it goes by fast.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn. I feel like it's God just like, hey, let's take a break. Yeah. Don't worry about stuff right now. We're just resetting you. Let's do it. So me and Lily discussed, like, life is so short.
Yeah.
All we stress about is bills, money. Are we going to be able to do this? Are we going to be able to do that? Life goes by so quickly.
Yeah. And it's not promised.
It's not. It really isn't. And it's funny because I told Lily this. I'm like, hey, Lily, I don't know if we're going to be able to go. Maybe we should push back this trip because I guess we can with the plane tickets. And Lily tells me this. Listen, I can push it back. Yeah. No problem. But when is there's never a best time to go.
Right.
You know?
When y'all would push it back, if y'all did? June? I'm just kidding.
It was either September or next year.
Oh, okay. But no. Yeah. It's time.
Yeah.
I've been pushing it back already.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. So she's like, we can push it back, but I mean, for what?
Yeah.
Why not? Life is
for
short.
My birthday's in September.
I'm just kidding. Wink, wink. Let's go. Like,
I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I have no plans.
So she made it clear to me, like, okay, let's go live life. Stop it. Being a mom is great. I love being a mom.
Yeah.
But I can't stop living for myself. As long as my kid is fed, there's a roof over his head, he is good, doctors is checked, like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Why can't I go have fun?
Right.
You know, I don't do it. And especially, like, when we went to Big Bear, he was with his dad. Like, I didn't even leave him with anyone. He was with his dad.
And he took care of him.
I didn't have to worry about him.
Good.
So I'm just like, you know what, Lily, you're right. We are young. We're thriving. Why are we going to wait in our 60s? You know, like.
Exactly.
What's that one movie? Did you ever see that movie? Thelma and Louise.
Oh, Thelma and Louise.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Riding till the wheels fall off.
Yeah. So we decided that, okay, we're going to go to Cancun. Let's do it. Me and Lily agreed, and Giselle, that we are going to book trips. Anyone wants to go, by all means. It's looking like it's more like a girls trip. Not that we don't invite the guys over. I love having my homies over. Yeah. But it's just been girls right now.
So far.
Yeah.
Which is okay. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm enjoying it. It gets me to really reconnect with Lily.
Yeah.
Because our friendship is like, we've known each other for years. We don't talk to each other for a couple of years. We come back. We, separate. We come back.
Life
but
happens.
This year, it's more tighter than ever. She's really in my mess. I'm really in her mess. Like, we are reading each other really well. Giselle is just a bundle of joy. And I love Giselle because there's no judgment from her. That's
a friend.
Yeah. You can tell her anything. She won't look at you. She'll just be like, hey.
And she won't talk about you with other friends.
No, she is not. No,
that is a friend.
She's the type of friend where you're venting. So her ears are wide awake. She's like, let's talk about it. You need a vent. Let's do it. But she's not the type where, hey, guess what she told me?
Yeah.
No, Giselle's very to herself. Like, she is honestly a really, really good friend.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. I notice me and Lily, we gravitate towards her because that's what we need right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So Cancun is around the corner. We're hoping that,
a fourth person, though it might be a foursome.
Yeah, but invitation's there.
Yeah.
If you want to come.
Okay. I know the date. So
even at the last second.
Well, I might jump into someone's suitcase if there's cake.
I'm gonna leave cake at your door.
I'm like, what's this?
To the back. You're like, no.
I'm like, oh,
like you said.
I'm like, stop.
I'm like this.
Stop! Don't take off my pants.
Covering
my eyes.
Stop. So, yeah. That was my trip.
That's good.
So
much needed girl time.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that hot tub.
No,
I'm gonna do that hot tub with the mimosa.
I am telling you, take Saul with you. Like, do a romance kind of thing. 2 days.
Yeah.
Airbnb it. Find something cheap. hot tub.
Did you like your Airbnb? Was that the Airbnb?
Oh yes, it was so good. Okay. Like it was very cozy, very like
cabin like.
Yes, movie like oh, look at me, I'm so cool.
I'm like just drinking hot chocolate outside just
with my girls. Pondering. It's great. Yeah. It was fun. Recommend it. I really do.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, okay, I might do it again. Yeah, but I'm always like doing stuff like that.
Look at you, girl.
All right, this episode, it's gonna be short. Let's talk about closing chapters. Because I am over this. I need to just vent it to you. I'm over this whole shenanigan of
this whole saga of your whirlwind of a life.
Yeah.
For the past 2 years, right? It's been 2 years now.
Yeah. I'm just over it. We're gonna finish it here. So falling out friend. I don't know if I should just give her a name because
give her a name.
What kind of name? Let's do
Priscilla. No, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Okay.
Rebecca. So Rebecca and I were really close friends. She was everything to me. It's funny because my ex-husband, her husband, tells me he used to tell me, like, you put this girl on a pedestal. Out of all the girls, I noticed that every girl has a different part in your heart, but this one specifically, you put her on a pedestal, and sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not, because she's not always right. And he used to tell me this, like, she's an overthinker.
Yeah.
But again, I don't see my people like that. I'm not here trying to look at your flaws. I'm trying to look at you
in the positive parts. Yeah.
So anyways, everybody has flaws. I have flaws. I'm going to sit here and act like I don't make mistakes.
You're a saint. Yeah.
I'm human. Everybody's human. You can talk to your husband because, again, we were the Three Musketeers.
My husband?
I mean, your husband. Your boyfriend. So I was like, thanks, Yaya.
Wait, this is the right hand. Okay, anyways.
Your boyfriend. You can ask your boyfriend because, out of all people, he's very straightforward. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He's very like,
he's very straightforward. Like, he will tell it like it is, and he doesn't stop to be like, I don't want her feeling.
And he checks me.
Yeah,
he'll check her. And again,
you guys will do the same with him.
Yes, we were on a good like click on of you're doing wrong. It's okay. We still love you. Da 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 da. Long story short, my family and her family, past generations, have been friends. And so I knew eventually, I guess, if you want to say, we were going to be friends no matter what. It was kind of like that destiny of like, our path they were gonna cross. So my older cousin Nancy was actually best friends with her. They known each other for years, and Rebecca came to my school, and my cousin Nancy's like, hey, do me a favor. The school that you're going to, my cousin goes there. Look out for her. She's innocent. She's sweet. When she heard that, Nancy's little cousin was here, she was like, I have to meet her. Aww. So she went around looking for me. When she finally found me, she was over here like, oh my gosh, Yadira, like, you don't know me. I'm Nancy's really close friend. Like, she was really excited.
She was really trying to like, and you're just like, wait a minute.
Yeah. And she wasn't that type of girl. She was the type of girl where like nobody fucks with her. Like, but with me, I guess she just saw me and was like in love. Like sister mode came on, and she's like, my mission is to make sure like we're friends. So again, we already discussed this. Lily and you are social butterflies. You guys will go out and be friends and make sure everybody's cool. Like, me on the other hand, I'm not. Leave me alone. Like, don't talk to me.
She's a groundhog.
Yeah, like
she only comes out.
It just takes a little bit longer to be my friend because I want to make sure that my time is not wasted. Once you're friends with me, the loyalty is there. Like, I will make sure you're taken care of. So anyways, she really came in here and took a piece of my heart. Like, I loved her so much. Like, she was there for everything, every hardship that I had,
every like memory, even every good memory, your
every
marriage,
good memory,
having your baby, baby shower.
She was there, and I loved her so much. Like, you guys do not understand. the friendship of love that I had for her. And yeah, you could say that. Like, I guess I did have favoritism, but it's because she really proved it to me, you know, like
right. She treated you and made you feel like a little sis, that you had someone that was watching over you. And that's another love of like, you're like my sister.
Yeah.
That's a meaning to that.
Again, my husband used to say this to me, like, you put her on this pedestal, but in my eyes, she could do no wrong.
Yeah.
She could do no wrong. And Saul's eyes, like, again, he would check us.
So like, you did that wrong. You did that wrong.
We have flaws. We do. And
he's the patrol. He's the Paw Patrol.
You could ask him. Like, she has a bad habit of getting herself in situations where she says she doesn't want to be part of the drama, but there she goes. And then she stresses herself out, and then she disappears.
Right. She's forming that habit of getting into that.
She's been like that. Yeah, she's been like that. Yeah. And she'll go. She'll just disappear. She'll delete her Instagram, social media. She's gone. Yeah. She needs to come back and be like, okay, I'm good. Blah blah blah. So that's how she's programmed. Didn't really think of it, nothing crazy, because I'm like, well,
do your thing.
That's Rebecca.
That's how you.
That's what she does. Yeah. Like, it is what it is. And if I noticed too, like with me or with Saul, if she felt stressed out with us, she would disappear on us. She would like kind of break up with us, and then
do a little break.
And we wouldn't hear nothing from her. And then when she was ready to come and talk to us, then she would pop up out of nowhere. Hey. Yeah, which to me, I never really thought about it. But I've been reading a lot of books. That's not a normal thing. Like,
that's her coping mechanism.
Yeah. And she used to say, like, I don't mind cutting people out of my life. I can do it.
Cut a bitch off.
But again, I've been healing and reading books and talking to people, wise people, that's not also a good thing. That's you running away from your problems.
Yeah.
You don't want to face reality. And that's how, like you said, that's how you cope. That doesn't mean you're healing properly. That's just how you.
Yeah. You're disassociating, and you're just like, let me just go into my hole and then just forget about everybody for temporarily, and then come back, but never ever really deal with the issue.
So this is how she's always been. This is not me talking shit. Again, go ask your boyfriend. This is not me talking shit. This is just how she is. Right. And exactly how I know how she is how I know your sister-in-law, is how I know Lily, is how I know Giselle. I know how every girl is programmed because of years and years of friendship.
Yeah.
And they know me.
Right.
You know?
It's like you said, it's no shade. That's just how y'all are.
Yeah. So, mind you, again, she was my world. She was like, again, she could do no wrong.
Yeah.
I had her on the will. She was my son's godmother. I trusted her with so much things that my baby daddy did not agree on. He was like, I just don't think that's the best choice because she doesn't really have herself situated.
Oh.
And again, he was speaking facts, but to me, she took care of me when I needed her. Like, hey, I can't do this. She would stop what she was doing. She was a really good friend. She made sure you were okay. And the girls can tell you, like, she is a good person to talk to, a great advisor, a supporter. She tells you how it is. She's a really good person. She really is. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I am done with this chapter. We're going to throw it out here on Chillin N Chismeando. I'm over people asking me for whatever rekindle. I'm over people bringing her name up. I'm done. Like, we're going to close this chapter, talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And so things happened for you to get to that point.
Yes.
Because she went from high pedestal, in your will, your son's godmother, and now all of a sudden.
No, she's not anymore. Like, let's be real. So as time went by, I don't want to. No, we're gonna be real.
Okay.
I'm not walking on eggshells, B. I really do believe she wanted to be part of the chisme. I do think that she wanted to be part of it because normally I would go to her, but I didn't need her. I needed someone that wasn't judgmental. And that person that was not judgmental was Giselle. I went to Giselle bawling, crying to her, telling her a lot of dark secrets. I've actually lied to Giselle, and me and her she found out. So my relationship, which is crazy because Giselle, it was actually my baby daddy's friend before me.
okay.
Like we talked, but them two, they were like unstoppable.
Yeah.
They had a really good relationship. So I lied to Giselle on certain things and she found out about it. And it kind of made me sad because I broke up their relationship, baby daddy and
right.
Giselle's relationship.
So you got Giselle in the divorce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giselle stopped talking to me for a minute, but because she finally put everything together and she was just like, damn, like your baby daddy really blocked me. And that hurt her, you know, because that was her homie. But at the same time, she comes up to me and she's like, I'm not here to judge you.
Yeah.
Does it suck that your baby daddy blocked me? Yes, because he was my friend. He genuinely was my friend.
Right.
You came along. Like, we all met at the same time.
But I think he also unfollowed my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
And he just recently found out. He's like, I don't think.
No, everybody's saying that. I think he deactivated it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of people are telling me that. And people that he's really, really cool with. Like, that. Yeah.
He's so like, it doesn't bother me, though. I'm like, yeah, it does. He's all, no, it doesn't. I'm
whatever.
Like, okay. He's like, but man, I didn't. He really did.
I mean, guys, you guys have to go ask baby daddy why he's doing it. Everybody's asking me. I have no idea. I mean, I could ask him for y'all, but
his Instagram is Yaya's baby daddy.
Like, yeah, like, I mean, me vale, like, you know. So I feel like I feel so bad because I did ruin that relationship, and I went to go ask for forgiveness to Giselle.
Oh,
that's
good.
the only person that I feel like I needed to go ask for forgiveness. Yes. Everybody else, vete la chingada. Like, I do not care. I'm sorry for the cussing and all that, but I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
I don't know Rebecca an apology. I don't know anybody an apology except for Giselle, because that truly was a friendship to them, and that I destroyed.
Right.
But her being her, she told me, I'm a baby mama. I'm a mother, a single mother. I know your pain. I'm not someone to judge you. Does it suck? Me and him are not friends? Of course, because I loved him as a brother. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get emotional, but at the same time, I grew to love you. And that little boy, although he's not talking to me, I can't take the fact that it's you and him. Like, you guys made a piece of love together in that little boy that it's not going to change anything. Like, I'm hoping he'll come around.
Which I'm sure he will.
Over the years.
I'm sure
because he has asked me, how is Giselle?
Yeah.
I really do feel bad about that. A lot of people think that I used her.
That you used Giselle?
No, that she was covering certain things. And
okay.
No, I used her. Like, I feel bad because, mind you, I was not in a good place. I'm going to go ahead and say that. This is not me giving excuses for myself, but I really was not in a good place. I'm actually very shameful. You know, like, people are thinking that,
you did what you did, and you're like,
be the
whatever.
Victim, yeah. No, that's not something to brag about.
You have regret.
I mean? Yeah, like, let's be real. Like, I'm not gonna go and shout out to the world like, oh my gosh, like, this
is what happened. Yeah. Everybody, here's my dirty laundry.
Yeah, no. So, the fact that she has a big heart and is willing to forgive, like, that made me love her so much more. And I just feel so heartbroken that I pretty much destroyed that relationship. Now, mind you, again, Giselle and baby daddy were actually friends.
Yes. Before you. Y'all weren't friends at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Rebecca. So I think I already... I don't know if we're going to need to cut this, but I'm trying to remember if I already did a background story.
Yeah, you did a background story, and I'll cut all this out. A note to myself. You talked about how she met you in high school. You were like little sister, yada, yada, you know. And then now you're to the point where what happened? Or like, you know.
So, Rebecca, me and her, we were everywhere together, you know. She didn't really have her family, so she was my family. Like, she would come by randomly, like, hey, I'm here to see the baby, or like, hey, what are you doing? Like, no joke. Like, it was like might as well give her an extra key, because that's how comfortable she was with us. Now, as the years went by, it just sucks, and this is why it hurt me so bad, because again, I wasn't doing good. My marriage wasn't doing great. For what really hurt me was I went to Rebecca because Rebecca actually was trying to get to the bottom of the situation. And when we went to marriage counseling, the counselor said, listen, you guys have friends since you guys were like 15 years old.
Yeah.
In their heads, they think they have the right to come in and
insert their opinions and tell you guys, you should do this, you should do that, because they grew up with you, essentially.
Yes. And she told me, she's like, you need to stop that. You need to let them know. They need to step aside, stay out of it.
Yeah.
Do not get them involved. Because realistically, you are married to him. It's not you and baby daddy and
Rebecca, Giselle, and anyone else.
Everybody. Yeah. Yes. It is you and baby daddy. That's it. And even in Spanish, like casados. Like it's just two people. Wow. Oh, you like that? Yeah.
Reading rainbow. No, just kidding.
So, yeah. And that's where it gets confusing because a lot of people think like, well, I've been with them for years. I can go ahead and do what and say what and get involved.
And my idea was, so real quick recap, you and Rebecca were high school friends.
Yes.
Y'all connected through a mutual family member.
Yeah.
And then in the future, or fast forward, Saul, my boyfriend, reintroduced you guys, thinking that y'all didn't know each other.
Yeah.
But then y'all kind of rekindled y'all's. You guys kind of all reunited. And then Saul was going through his issues, and so you guys were the trio. And then now you have your man or your baby daddy who you married, and she kind of, in my eyes, was like a throuple. You guys were like a throuple.
Yeah,
it was like,
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, minus Saul. It was you, Rebecca, and then your baby daddy. In other words, before things happened, you guys were that close to each other.
Yes.
Where she can have an extra key to your house.
Yeah, she got come in, you know, like she could come. It was that comfortable, like I didn't worry, you know.
Right. You didn't think
if baby daddy was there, she was there. It didn't,
that never crossed your mind
whatsoever. Didn't care for it.
Yeah.
But anyways, as we get further down those horrible years, I was, again, not in a good state of mind. October 31st. Won't ever forget it. It's her birthday.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's right.
And me still loving her, I went to go pick up a gift. I don't remember exactly what I wrote in a letter, but I did put a letter in there. And because we weren't in talking terms. She was getting annoyed with me. I was getting annoyed with her.
At this point, you were having some friction in your marriage. Right?
Yes.
And then she was chiming in.
Yeah, but she kept telling me like you're acting different, And so I told everybody, it was actually my birthday. Let's pause on October 31st. It was actually my birthday. I wanted to do a wine tour with all my girls.
Right.
I brought it up to baby daddy. It was fine. And I couldn't wait. Like, I'm excited. Again, I don't really remember all the details, but what I can say is that she told me that she could not participate to the wine tour because that she felt like I was different. I was being bitchy and like just not a good person, right, to be around. And I guess it was throwing off her aura. I don't know.
You're giving bad energy.
Yeah. So, I texted her like, I really want you around. And I told her like, again, I don't remember the text. I don't want to just say what's like out of my ass.
It's not like, verbatim. Yeah.
So, but I do remember we were texting long paragraphs, and it just hurt me because it's like, you really couldn't just put that aside to come with me to my birthday. Like, I don't know. Like, now that I think about it, like, that's not a good friend. Like, you really just...
She does, like, usually people in that mix, they need to stay neutral and kind of keep out of it, but she didn't.
Yeah.
And then she kind of formed her own opinion, and then her opinion was kind of against you.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, I don't feel right celebrating your birthday because I don't feel right. Yeah. And so she kind of took it on herself.
I guess in her, I don't like giving excuses, but I've always given excuses to my closest friends.
Yeah. You want to see the good part.
Yeah. So I just think that, okay, she's protecting herself. And if that's how she feels, then who am I to be like, come on, like, come with me. But it did bother me. Like, you're choosing not to come and celebrate with me. You know, like.
And the friction that was happening in your marriage had literally nothing to do with her.
No.
But because it was a mental exhaustion for her.
I don't know because I know we were kind of bumping heads. I'm telling you, like, she has the mindset of being dominant. She has a mindset of, like, you know.
Big sis, let me go and help.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't giving her that anymore. Like, I wasn't feeding it to her anymore because, you know, there was a comment where it was me and Lily and Rebecca. And she said something about, like, yeah, I can get up and leave if I was in a 5-year relationship and I can get up and leave. And it bothered me. And I was like, see, this is where we're different. 5 years ain't shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
17 years. Lily, how many years? 12 years, 11 years. Nena, 8, 9, 10 years with their man. Of course, it's easy to get up and go. Like, it's no big deal. The hardest part into a relationship is actually putting it to work. Like, and I'm saying this because of experience. I know this. Sorry, don't preach if you don't know.
Right. At that point, she couldn't give you opinions because she didn't experience it.
Right.
You know, it's like people, like, if they've never been married, you cannot give marital advice.
Right.
If you've never had a baby, you really cannot give parenting advice.
Yeah,
and really cannot.
Again, it's. I feel like it was easier said than done. You know. Yeah. But again, I wasn't trying to step on her toes. But it's just like. Please stay in your lane.
Yeah,
like, don't
be neutral during this time, during my friction of my marriage. Yeah. Please just be my friend. You don't have to have my back 100% because you know the other party, but don't be like not going against me. But I mean, come on, celebrating your birthday, it's not that big of a deal.
But again, in a sense, I kind of thought like, okay, we're going through a bump because I feel like at one point in friendships, we're all gonna like disagree. I had a disagreement with Nena before.
Yeah.
After that disagreement, we became closer.
Yeah.
I've had a disagreement with Lily recently, and we've just gone closer. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, we're at a tough spot right now. Right. I'm hoping that eventually everything will calm down, and then we'll get back together. And make
you don't just drop somebody because of...
I don't. Like,
yeah. It's not me.
So, again, October 31st happened. It's Rebecca's birthday. I go to the store. I buy her a gift, some flowers and a bear, and I write a letter because I wasn't okay and I didn't want to throw my problems to her anymore. Like, she's an overthinker. I didn't need that right now. Again, didn't need it. So as I'm dropping it off to her doorstep in front of her apartment, I'm walking out. She's driving in.
Oh my God.
She sees me. I see her, and I'm like, great, awkward. Like, what do I do?
What do I do?
Like, you know what? We're just, here we go.
Yeah.
She gets out of the car.
So what the fuck you? I'm just kidding.
That's why you keep going with Giselle, because you need a best friend right now. And so I looked at her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she just spoke everything that I needed to hear. And she gave me a big hug, and she was like, I love you. And nothing will ever change between us and blah, blah, blah. And before I left, I told her, I was like, listen, my marriage counselor, therapist, whatever you want to call it, said that you guys need to step out of the equation. You guys need to let me and Robert, you need to let me and baby daddy work it out, figure it out, and then go from there. But you guys really need to step out. Can you do me a favor and just let all the friends know, because I'm not in a good spot, to step out. Do not get involved.
Yeah.
I remember specifically telling her this. She told me, yes, of course. Okay. Now, as time was going by, she really stepped out, but I did not know that when she agreed to step out, because she wasn't reaching out to me anymore.
Yeah.
She respectfully, I thought she was doing
what you told her to do. You told her, please don't get involved, and you thought she was doing what you asked.
Right. No. She ended up going to my baby daddy, getting more information, trying to be detective, trying to help him crack the case. Like, and it's like, I didn't tell you to stop talking to me, like, and go to him and get information and this and that.
Yeah.
I made it very clear that I didn't want you involved in my marriage, me and him. And you didn't care. You were still crossing that boundary.
Yeah. And
that's where I'm irritated with it. Now, mind you, I had no idea this was going on. it was getting worse. Like the situation was getting worse. Yeah. Instead of it cooling off, because there was a point in the marriage, like I was like, okay, like maybe it could work, but it was just like being flamed. And I'm not going to sit here and blame her. No, that's not the case, because we already had our differences, me and baby daddy. But the fact that I'm thinking that you are truly minding your business.
And then you come to find out, I don't know how much later that you find out that she was actually trying to talk to baby daddy, right, and trying to get the
I found out an ugly way. Oh. I found out, I don't know if you remember, it was a day, it was really bad. Me and him, we were just really, really bad. It was very toxic at that point. Mm-hmm. I sent out a message on Instagram.
Oh, yes, I remember.
You remember this. It was only towards like all our close friends. Yeah. Like nobody outside of...
It was in the group chat that was created on Instagram.
And I pretty much I went off completely. You read it. Yeah. And I don't remember exactly, but I just said, like, mind your mother effing business, whoever it is whispering in baby daddy's ear. Uh-huh. Get out of the marriage. Like, it's not between you guys. I have a son. You guys are not just messing around with our lives, but his life. Like, I went all force.
Mm-hmm. It was a chapter. It was a whole book.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Whoa!" I remember you're like, I was like, I remember Saul texting me. Everybody texted me like, "What is going on?" The only person that didn't text me was Rebecca. But it didn't click yet. I'm just like, leave me the F alone. Nobody talk to me. Like,
this is between so and so and I. Please respect that.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, every single person called me, apologizing, like, I'm sorry what you're going through, like, we love you, except for Rebecca. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, and then mind you, before that, her grandmother passed away. I reached out to her and I told her, I'm so sorry, like, that, you know, I love you, like, you know, because as a friend, like, regardless of what we're going through, I reached out to her. Mm-hmm. I didn't think about it, but when my grandma died, she didn't reach out to me, like. Aww. Yeah, and I was like, huh, that's weird. And it was actually during the week that when I sent that message. Oh. But I just thought that was so, like, weird. Now thinking about it, like, putting it together, cracking the case. It came to the point where it wasn't until Giselle mentioned it to me. She's like, Rebecca blocked me, and I think she blocked you. And I'm like, what? No, there's no way.
And you just probably thought that you couldn't see her profile because usually she goes through the...
Yeah, she disappears.
I deactivate my account. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, there's no way. Like, so I go searching and boom, I'm blocked. Yeah. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm confused. And I had asked one of the girls, I'm like, question, are you guys blocked from Rebecca? Like, is she out or is she like, and they're like, no, she has her profile. And that's where it hit me. And I'm just like,
what the heck?
What is going on? Like, so in my mind, I'm like, why do you think, I don't know, B, again, I'm not trying to throw shade. This is my point of view, my opinion.
Your story.
My story. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you just came in here and then all of a sudden blocked me, you know, who knows? Maybe I hurt her feelings throughout the giant, awful text.
Right. But I know, right? We probably hit, like, maybe she was the one that, I mean, like, she was like, oh, she's talking about me.
I mean, it could be. I didn't care who it was. I'm just telling you, like, stay out of it. And I said it. I don't care who it is. Stay out of it.
Right. It was a blanket message to everyone in the group chat.
Completely.
Yeah. But she must have
I honestly didn't even know it was her until I put it all together and I was like, wow. And, you know, I don't know what goes through her mind completely because, you know, we all have our privacy. But why would you think that me and baby daddy won't talk? You know, like, although we're messy right now, we still have to co-parent. You know, we still communicate. We still talk. Yeah. We'll talk about the ugly. And he told me a couple days ago, like, she came looking for me.
Oh, wow.
Asking, you know?
Right.
And that to me.
And this is a couple of days ago, literally a couple of days ago. That's when he told you.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, it's like, why would you think that it would never come back up? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know if she, again, I don't know the reason for it. I don't know why.
You don't know why she did what she did, you know, and involve herself.
I kind of want to think like, oh, well, I'm just trying to be a good friend. And obviously, like, you did him dirty, or you are the bad girl, or you are a horrible person now.
Which, let me add, if I had a friend and she was not doing the best, she wasn't making the best choices, I wouldn't automatically block her and like side with her partner. I would be like, hey girl, what are you doing?
Right.
You know, what are you doing?
Out of all our friends, everybody got the message. You know what I mean? Like,
understood it.
Lily, Giselle, like, hey, wake up.
Yeah.
You know, you're not doing great. Wake up. It didn't automatically go to a block.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say the one person that was very supportive was, I don't think you've met him yet. His name's Jeffrey. We all call him Buddha.
Okay.
He is the one that says, he told me, I don't care what you did in the marriage. I don't care what he did in the marriage.
Right.
I love you both. I know what type of person you are, and I know what type of person he is. He is the best homie I've ever had. You are one of the greatest homegirls I've ever had.
Aww.
You are going through a funk. That doesn't take the fact that you are a good person.
Yeah.
I'm staying out of it because as a friend, when you guys really got married, I meant it right behind y'all. Like, I am here regardless if you guys
ups and downs,
if you guys get along or if you don't.
Yeah.
And
that's a friend right there.
No, it is.
That's a friend.
And he's really been like checking up on me. Like, how are you? What are you doing? You know, he'll check up on baby daddy here and there, but he knows like he's more productive than I am at the moment. And so I feel like also like women are more emotional. So, you know, he's like, how are you doing? I want to check up on you. I love you. Keep going. You know, high hopes. Right. Anyways.
That's how you stay neutral, by the way.
Yes. Oh, well,
that's how you do it. Yeah.
And he, you know, he even told me, he's like, I'm married. I know the situation. I know how it is. But it's also one of those things where I also want to clarify, because it just reminded me of Buddha telling me like, Homita, I'm letting you know that I'm going to block Rebecca. Want nothing to do with her. And I was like, that's you don't have to do that. Like, I'm cool. He's like, no, because that type of person, like, just to do that. Like,
I don't need that in my life.
I don't care what y'all did in the relationship. I don't want that around me. And he did. And I was like, damn. Like, so it made me think, because he's also told me, like, you have a very forgiving heart. And sometimes that's not deserved to people. It's not. Again, making this very clear, I do not owe Rebecca an apology. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like the only people that I do owe an apology is Giselle and baby daddy. I'm being completely honest. I'm not here like, oh no, that's not
look at me.
No.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest. And another reason as well, another thing I want to throw out here too is our friends are mutual. Obviously, when this airs, you know, it might go to her.
Yeah.
It may not. Who knows? But I'm at a point in my life where if I'm not talking to you as much, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with the situation. But I know we all have mutual friends.
Yeah.
And I know if I'm talking to you, things are going to get brought up. You know, you're going to go see her. You guys are going to go have lunch, whatever. And that's perfectly fine. But I really don't want her to know what I'm up to anymore.
Exactly.
I am done. It's closure. It's closed. I'm over it. And even with, again, it's not me like, oh, you talk to her, don't talk to me. No.
Right.
It's just.
It's not choosing sides.
No. Yeah. It's just, I'm just looking out for myself right now. And again, I don't think one of my girlfriends are going to go like, oh, let me tell you what Yaya said about you. Like, no, it's just, we're girls. It comes up like, oh, did you hear about Yaya? She's doing, you know, like conversation gets brought up, chismes happen, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm picking who to talk to and who not to talk to. It has nothing.
You're just protecting your energy, and you're choosing who you want on your bus.
Yes. Oh, so cute.
His little bus analogy.
So cool. So with that being said, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I am tired. People are asking me, how are you and Rebecca? What's going on with you and Rebecca? And it's like,
there's no more me and Rebecca.
No.
And you're peacefully closing the chapter.
Yes. Again, I don't wish her any harm in life. I don't wish her the bad, worse, anything. I hope that she becomes very successful, blessed, finds love, finds happiness. I do truly wish her the best. But I am done with this chapter. Thank you for the years. It was beautiful. We had a great ride together. No regrets. I personally can say that. No regrets. I loved her to death. She was my main bitch. But because that's another thing, the question I've been asked, will you ever rehash that? And I can truly look at you, Bee, and say, no, I can't. Because the fact that the way that she handled the situation, I just can't. Like,
that's a deep cut. It's a deep cut. It's like, what were you thinking? You know, what was your what is that called? Your motive? Yeah, what was your motive? Yeah. You know, so, yeah.
I will never know because I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to move on forward with my life. So it's funny because you said this off camera. You're like, when people ask me, if they do ask me, like, hey, how are you doing with, so-and-so, like, season 2, episode 3, check it out.
Yeah. You'll know everything about it. I know.
I talk about it, all about it. Yeah. So I just thought it was funny. But yeah, and I'm only bringing this up because I saw her uncle at my
family party.
Yes.
And like you mentioned before, your guys' family was already integrated way before you guys knew each other. So
I saw her uncle and her tia there, and I'm like thinking, okay, I'm not gonna be disrespectful, obviously, let me go say hello. So I went to go say hello to them, and the first thing this man asks me, he's like, are you and Rebecca friends? And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, sir, that is completely random.
That is personal.
Yeah. I was wondering, normally you would say, oh, how are you doing, like, what's going on, and how are you, Mika, and da-da-da. No, he didn't say that. He was like, I just hope that you and Rebecca are friends. I didn't know what to say to him. I literally just told him, you know what, we had a fallout. It is what it is. Life happens, and that's that. And then he was just like, well, no, like, I really hope, like, you guys, work it out. And I didn't know what to tell him. I was like, honestly, like, life happens. I don't wish her any wrong or bad, but
I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he starts asking me about my husband.
Oh,
and like,
my God.
Yeah, it just got, like, real. And I'm just like, I'm just over it.
Yeah.
And
some people don't have, like, what's called tact. They don't understand, like, I mean, come on, Kurt, like, have common sense that this is something personal. You don't go off the bat. I don't talk to you like that, sir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, and I'm not going to sit here because he was asking me, like, how are you doing? And I told him, I was like, oh, yeah, my husband's great. He's working. He's doing his thing. Because I'm not going to sit here and, like, let me tell you what happened.
I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. Pull up a chair, sir. Get some popcorn.
Right.
Let me unload off of you.
And this is the reason why, because we didn't have a chapter. Why do I keep saying that? An episode technically ready. I was like, Bee, we're gonna talk about closure.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Yes, sir.
But I feel like I took this whole episode to vent to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need anything or if you agree.
I'm gonna go
disagree.
sage myself now because you just gave me everything. Nah, just kidding.
But because you are like the middle person, outside view. What do you? Because I feel like you have permission to tell me, like, hey, check it out.
What you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
And I would tell you. Now, my opinion on everything, again, I'm an outside person coming in new into this friend group, and I actually came in right when everything was happening.
Yeah, you did.
With your birthday, going to the vineyard, and all of that stuff, and then Rebecca coming over, telling us a little bit, about that.
You know who she is. And,
Yeah. And actually, I met both. I mean, I met you guys, I believe, together. You guys hadn't watched a movie with us, yes, right? We watched 2 movies at the house, and
we came and crashed y'all's night.
I know. I was like, who are these bitches doing here? No, but it was pretty cool, and I could see you guys are like years of friendship, and then boom, like things happening, and then I would catch wind of certain things, and then you moved in with us. You lived with us for a little bit.
Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did move in,
and just we had an extra room and all that stuff, and it was pretty cool, and I got to kind of talk to you a little bit, and you were reserved though. You did tell me bits and pieces, because but I don't expect people to be like, can't believe she didn't tell me the whole story. It's none of my business. However, the reason why I related to Yaya so well was because I also had a fallout with a really best friend. She wasn't a big sis. She was just like a sister. It was just like we just had each other's back. many years of friendship, actually, like literally no arguments and all that stuff. So, and I felt like something similar, not that she got into in the middle of our relationship. It wasn't like that, way, but we had a falling out on. Actually, it did have to relate with my relationship.
No, you did, because crazy. I remember you telling me, because I was telling you this. I'm like, I think it hurts me even more because I'm breaking up with my baby daddy and a best friend.
Right.
And you told me like,
oh yeah, in the same year, I lost my relationship with my boyfriend at the time, which wasn't a loss, by the way. It was, because he was just trash. And then I also had the loss of my best friend in the same year. Yeah. And it's truly like a breakup when you break up with a friend. Yeah, it hurts, stings deeper.
It feels like you're burying someone, to be quite honest. Like the pain of,
Yeah, I feel like she did the same thing. She cut me off immediately over a misunderstanding. And then we try to rekindle things. It just wasn't the same for me. And we just kept our distance. And then now I don't know how she feels about me. She's blocked me. She's, and so it's like, I literally did nothing to you. Like, I don't understand. So, but I had to go through those 2 breakups, basically, by myself in a way, because I didn't want to talk to people. I, hide away for like 6 months. So I know what you were feeling. I just felt so bad. I was like, dude, imagine you don't know where you stand in your relationship, and then you don't know where you stand with your friendship, who's supposed to be there during this tough time.
And it was hard because normally that's who I went to.
Yeah.
That's who I cried to.
That was the person that was going to help you pick you up. Mm-hmm. And so when I saw Yaya, and I was just like, you know what? She just needs somebody to talk to, like to listen, not to talk to her. She's probably getting all of these advice and input from everybody. And I mean, it's not their fault, because when you have a group of friends that are couples, everyone is going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? Yeah. And it's not their fault that they get involved. However, they should, stay away, especially during this time. But to actively take sides and, not tell you at the same time, and then kind of go against you. Some of the moves that I saw, that I've heard, not saw, because I didn't experience it, but that I've heard, I don't agree with. And I just feel like I would feel hurt too. I would feel hurt. I would feel exactly how you felt. And same thing with my friend that I had a falling out with. I love her. I still care for her. I still hope everything goes well with her. I don't like the person or I don't like how a relationship turned out. Yeah. And that is what I'm saying goodbye to. All of the memories that I had, all of like the wonderful times I had, I appreciate it. I have no regrets. She was my rock for many years, and I had the time of my life with her. Like, she was literally ride or die. She literally lived down the street.
Oh, wow.
So we were like, what are you doing? I'll ride my bike to your house. Yeah. And we're adults. Yeah. We're not kids. I would work, and then we would bike every day. And that was like just fun for us. And if it wasn't biking, it was something else. And we would just, are you down? I'm down. I'm down. Pick me up. I'm down. And it's always that. So to hear like what you went through, and yours was a little bit messier because it involved other friends, which, by the way, we did have a group of girlfriends, but it wasn't couples.
Okay.
So, and everybody knew my boyfriend was trash. So it wasn't like, come on, work it together.
No,
it's like,
we were a huge family, Yeah. So it's harder.
It's harder, and it is messier.
Yeah.
And it hurt. It stinks a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now with my group of friends, like some people sided, and some people stayed neutral, which I respect, but I did keep one of the friends. And she's my bestest friend till this day. And I really, really love her. She also was like, I saw what happened and I don't agree with that. And I'm with you. She made it very clear. And it was crazy because that was her friend. Mm-hmm. And she saw, and she came. Yeah. Yeah. So she was she's the one that brought everyone together.
Oh.
And then I met her through, we all used to work at the same store, basically. But yeah, even her family continues to communicate with me, you know, and I just, like I said, I don't agree with a lot of things that Rebecca did. But people have their reason, people make their choices, and I understand your need for, that's it. We're closing the chapter.
Yeah,
and it's time to just take off that weight, girl.
You know what? It's another thing that it's harder for me because we have mutual friends. It's like I'm trying to close this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not. Obviously, I might see her at a birthday party.
Yeah.
I might, hear about her here and then. But here in my heart and here in my, my thoughts, closing. Like, thank you for everything. I love you. Moving on.
Yeah.
That's it. So
it's time.
Yeah. Like, was this an actual podcast or was this therapy?
No, I know, right? It's both. But yeah, honestly, like that's the chisme. That's the chisme that has been,
just been crazy. I couldn't wait to come back and be like, we need to talk. Yeah. So
it's time for the drop.
Yeah, guys, this is the ending of chapter. See, here I go again. Episode 3. It's because I went back writing in the book.
She wants to close that chapter. Damn. It's just
can I just say, guys, we've been struggling trying to record. This is what the second day.
Oh my god!
Like
SD card problems, battery problems. I don't know. You name it, everything. So we're probably gonna get cut off right now.
But thank you for tuning in. This was a little bit more serious than others, but yeah, I feel better.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments, or give us feedback. And if you guys experience the same thing, we're here for you.
Right, on Chillin N Chismeando.
Hey. See ya. We'll see you next week.